Hey guys, Christina here from American Rooted Flower Farm. So today I'm going to plant up these lavender plugs that I got on a Facebook group. They came in last week. We had them hardening off outside and we left them out in the storm accidentally. So some of them didn't make it, but they definitely need to be planted up. We don't know where we're gonna put them yet, so I'm just gonna put them in bigger pots today. I'm gonna use the soil that I make myself, the potting soil. I use coconut coir, I use compost, perlite, and horticultural charcoal. This is Garden Cat roaming around. I'm also, at the end of the video, I'm gonna open up this other box of eucalyptus. It's baby blue eucalyptus plugs that I just received in the mail, so we'll open that together. I'm going to be using these recycled containers from the nursery from the last couple years. So let's get started. I'm just going to fill the bottoms. These are phenomenal lavender. Like I said, some of these don't look so happy. But this one still has some green on it, so I might just make it. It's got quite a bit of green down here. Chicken just laid an egg. And then I'm just going to put soil around the outside of them to fill in the rest of the holes. The space is empty space. If I didn't see it yet, the reason why I'm repotting these is because we don't know where we're going to put them at yet. We had planned on putting them for landscape around the You Pick Flower Farm, but obviously we're not ready for that yet. Just gonna push those guys in. Some happy layers back there. Dexter's out here joining me. He hunts spiders. It's his favorite pastime. So he'll follow me around. And when I see a spider, I'll react, right? I get scared. I'm like, ah! And he will come running. Shake the soil down. Push them in. Don't want to leave any air pockets in there. Air pockets create perfect spots for bacteria to grow, and then you'll get root rot. So I'll make sure that soil is completely around the root ball. I leave a little bit of the root ball sticking out. We don't want to cover up too much of it. Again, that will create perfect environment for bacteria. I gave these containers a good washing prior to using them today. Oh, this one's got a little blowout on it, so we can't use that cell. These are really wet from being in the storm, so I'm not going to water these in. My soil's pretty moist. My potting mix is pretty moist. It's wet to the touch, however, it doesn't stay together, so it's not too wet. It's going to be perfect, the perfect amount of moisture to kind of get these guys to dry out a little bit. They're not going to be able to stay in here for very long. They're going to outgrow this pretty fast. I'm going to order some more little plastic pots, some smaller, like maybe 4 inchers or something, so that I can transplant them into those later once they start outgrowing these ones. This is just temporary. Pushing the soil down around them again. When I put these in, I set them in flush, just about flush with the container, with the little cell that they're in. And then I'm just feeling around them with the soil after I get them all in there. Oh, they smell so good. So the last thing I'm going to do with these is I'm going to tap them on the ground and make sure that they are all the way in there with no air pockets. I'm feeling them to make sure that it feels pretty firm in there. I don't want to pack them too tight, but I definitely want to make sure that they're firm.
Just for an hour or two, I'll get to spend some time with you. We'll share a cup of coffee and the paper. His eyes are tired and yours are open wide. It never seems so sweet outside in the morning time. In the morning time. In the morning.
Okay, so we got. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29. Phenomenal lavender. Let's get to the unboxing of the baby blue eucalyptus. Such a nice day today. It's got to be at least 65 out here. It's nice. We just had a bunch of rain. We had like 3 days of rain. Some huge storms. I'll do another video on potting these up, because again, I don't know what we're going to do with them, but I do want to get them into bigger cell trays until we decide. Oh, I'm struggling to open this box. This is off the Facebook page, small scale for, or a wholesale for the small scale. It's ran by a guy named Jake Bent. So here's my invoice. I save these for tax purposes. I wait at the end of the year. I know what I've gotten from him, so I can put those in my taxes. He packs them really nicely in little in what is this called? Shavings. These are not very pretty. I'll tell you that right now. They do not look happy. Just gonna put the shavings into the old eucalyptus box or the lavender box. So I did just get these in the mail today. There's supposed to be 20 in here. They're not happy. They look very dried out. I don't know why. They don't seem like they're dry. Let's pop one out of its cell. They may have actually gotten too wet, maybe, or lack of sunlight. Maybe they were in the box for too long. The roots look nice on it though. So I guess I just have to see how these are gonna, what's gonna happen with these. They're definitely ready to be repotted, but the leaves on them do not look good. Maybe they just need some sunlight. I feel like they have too much moisture. I think that I've never, most of my orders of plugs from him, I've gotten several orders, none of them have looked like this. But all I can do is hope for the best. I'm just gonna harden them off a little bit. I'll just put them in the shade outside for now. And I just don't know. Some of them have 2 per cell. They're not complete goners. I may have to pinch them back. The really bad looking spots. But, well, let's hope for the best on these guys. We'll get them out of the sun. I'm all through out here. Got my lavender potted up. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Keep your hands dirty, my flower friends.